Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 2 of season 12. That is, we're in the book of Romans. How fantastic. We're going to talk today about eagerness, and we're going to talk about Paul's eagerness to something because he's eager for something. So eagerness is going to be the big theme today. Listen with me in Romans chapter 1, verses 8 through 15. First, I thank my God through Jesus Christ for all of you, because your faith is proclaimed in all the world. For God is my witness, whom I serve with my spirit in the gospel of his Son, that, without ceasing, I mention you, always in my prayers, asking that somehow by God's will I may now at last succeed in coming to you. For I long to see you, that I may impart to you some spiritual gift to strengthen you. That is, that we may be mutually encouraged by each other's faith, both yours and mine. I want you to know, brothers, that I have often intended to come to you, but thus far have been prevented, in order that I may reap some harvest among you, as well as among the rest of the Gentiles. I am under obligation both to Greeks and to barbarians, or non-Greeks, both to the wise and the foolish. So I am eager to preach the gospel to you also who are in Rome. So Paul is eager to preach. He's eager to pray. He's got a passion for these people. And this is an already established church in Rome that has some sort of a reputation that's going out to the world. So Paul has not been there yet, so he knows them by reputation. He didn't found this church. He didn't start this church. That's probably from the diaspora in Acts chapter 8, where there was persecution in Jerusalem, and Christians went and were scattered around the world, and this church had some seeds of spiritual life, and it's been growing. So let's talk about what he's eager to do, first of all. A lot of what he talked about today is prayer. And he says, I'm eager to pray, basically. So what does he pray? He thanks God for what? For some very specific things about them. And he thanks God especially for their reputation. So that's what he is praying about. And who he is praying to, obviously, this is a Christian podcast, and he's thanking God. So he's taking individual people, or this body of people, and in a sense, he's bringing them to the throne room of God. We can bring them to thoughts and happy thoughts land, but that doesn't do anything. So he wants to take these people and bring them before the throne room of God. And how does he do this? Well, first of all, one of the big teaching points, I think, is just lower the bar a little bit, because he just says, I'm mentioning you before the Lord. So when you say, I don't know what to pray, well, just mention these people, bring them before God, and just mention them, and he'll figure it out. So there's a lower bar here, which I think is encouraging to all of this. So when we talk about the how, the when is he does this frequently. So she says without ceasing, and the how is, well, I just mentioned before God. So he answers all these questions. What are we supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be praying for our brothers and sisters, and hopefully he also talks about this harvest of maybe brothers and sisters that haven't yet come. And what are we supposed to be praying for? Maybe list some things that we're thankful for, maybe list some things that we know their needs for, but basically just mention people before the Lord. How often? Without ceasing. So all kinds of teaching points about this is, who are we spiritually thankful for, and what are we spiritually thankful for specifically, and when are we spiritually thankful? Hopefully without ceasing. And where are we spiritually thankful? Hopefully we bring these people before the Lord. And how do we do that? Well, we bring them before God and we just mention them. So clearly in this passage, he uses an underlying motivation to get to prayer for the Romans, because he doesn't have any real contact with them other than this letter. He hasn't met these people yet. So here's his passion. His passion is, first it's demonstrated in yesterday's passage, to all those in Rome who are loved by God. God started the passion. These people are loved by God. God loves you. I'm in his family. I'm on his team. I'm one of his workers. So Lord, grow my heart to spill over, to grow its area of influence, that it would go over a group of people. That's a great prayer to pray. Remember, Paul was hunting these people before, and now he's haunted in a good way. He's possessed by this people. He's possessed by a God that he does know for a people that he does not know. And he longs to see them. You can tell his heart here is he wants to impart a spiritual gift, and also to be mutually encouraged, which I think is great. This is not a one-way street that Paul's describing. It's really a two-way street. So his eagerness, his passion comes out here in his desire for them, his desire to visit them, and his eagerness to pray for them. Okay, so let's talk about praying for my prayer life. Lord, please help my prayer life. So pray. I want to grow in my actual footprint of prayer. Grow my heart to include more people. And then what? What am I thankful for specifically? And what am I praying for? What's the needful things? A couple of things. And when? Increase my frequency and my ceasing, probably by increasing my passion, so these people come to my heart more often. And let me remember that I'm bringing these people to your throne room, to your special, your presence. Let me have a respect for that. And just based on everything, that this is based on a passion. Grow my passion, my heart, my longing, and my eagerness. And then finally, how am I going to do this? By lowering the bar and just by mentioning people, being thankful, being prayerful, and being eager for. Thank you for listening. Let's grow our prayer and pray with me that our prayer lives may be more eager, more thankful, more asking, and a lower bar with more mentioning. Thanks for listening.